Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this brand new day. Yay! It is light outside. It's raining. It started raining late last night, and now it's raining this morning. So, thumbs up. Just thought I'd mention that it's raining. I went to my VA appointment yesterday, even mentioned to the person there, not the receptionist, that was silly, the nurse that was helping me out before I went to see my primary care provider, and we were talking about how the summer was really nice and the fall has been really mild in this area. The rest of the world is burning, but right here it's kind of pleasant. But yes, I went to the VA and I did most of my question asking. I forgot one thing. I had like a zit that came in, but now it feels like it's not. It's like a cyst, and it's a tiny little skin cyst, but it's irritating because it's a bump, and I don't like it, and it's right on the back of my neck. So, wah. But I forgot to mention that. But I took off my shirt so that she could see my back to make sure that was okay, because oh my god, with my back scratcher I can scratch my back until I'm bleeding and my back still itches. So I wanted to make sure that there was nothing bad growing back there, but it's just old person moles and old person skin and patches of stuff that can itch. So thumbs up. What I need to do is get that anti-itch cream stuff, get a spoon on a stick, smear it on there, and then glomp, get it onto my back there. Because it's tantalizingly just out of reach. If I reach down like this and push hard, it's this far away. And if I come up behind and push my arm upward, it's this far away. And if I come in from the side, I can't even get close. So it's just out of reach. Thumbs up for that. But that was the good part. Now the rest of it, she talked to me and asked me questions, and we took my pulse, and there was the oxygenation, because they have these machines where they'll check your blood pressure, and then they have the little O2 oximeter. Well, of course it's an O2 oximeter. That's the oxygen oximeter. So it's they put an oximeter on your finger to measure the oxygenation of your blood. And just sitting there breathing mildly. I always used to be, way back when my wife was alive and I was taking care of her, she had a little pulse oximeter. And I would occasionally check my own, and I was anywhere between 96 and 98% oxygenation. That's fine. I was just sitting there breathing, mildly at 100% oxygenation. Very, very cool. Also, just sitting there, I tend to have mild white coat blood pressure issues. You go into the doctor's office and the stress of being there pushes your blood pressure up, your pulse up. It's not a totally accurate reading because you're stressed because you're there. You've got that lab coat syndrome. So my blood pressure was up a little bit. It was 132/74. So it's usually 113/60 something. So joy on that. But my pulse was, itchy nose, was 57. So I'm sad that it's not in the 40s anymore. But in the 50s is a definite good pulse. Thumbs up for that. And she listened to my chest with her stethoscope, and my lungs were perfectly clear, and my heart sounded good. She's very, very impressed with what I do with my walking and all this. It's been over a year since the last time I've seen my primary care provider. She is very pleased at what she sees. Even my weight, I'm 192 right now, which is 30 pounds more than I weighed at my leanest. So I personally want to lose some more weight. I don't like being heavy. And it reminds me too much of being heavy, and I don't want to break ever 200. I don't even like breaking 190. So I remember a year and some back when I was in the 170s. So I'd kind of like to get maybe back a little down, but also make sure I have proper nutrition so that my wasting and all that goes away. Problem with that, of course, is my dentures, but another issue, another day. So, when I talked about the fact that I go walking and then I get the arrhythmia stuff going on, and I talked about the other issues that I have, well, that I felt I have with the crease, I had a blood test that they could do for your blood to make sure that stuff's going, but it was supposed to be fasting, and on my way there I had drank a soda and eaten a pastry because I was filling up my car with gas and I was hungry, so garbage food and garbage drink. So I've got to go to a fasting situation in Shelton. They bring in for 1 week, once a month, a VA RV, and it has blood. You can have blood taken out. If you bring your meds with you, you can have injections given if you don't feel like giving an injection yourself, stuff like that. So I can get my blood check done because I couldn't get it done then. It wasn't a fasting thing. It would not have been an accurate blood check. So thumbs up for that. Now, when I was talking about how when I pushed my atria started, not doing well. And so I could have had an appointment to take a cardiac stress test in Seattle, but since I'm having difficulties trying to make sure I can just get to American Lake, that's not really good. So they've put out a call. Well, they're going to put out a call into the community. Could be even, hopefully, in Shelton itself. I will be given an appointment and a person, and I'll go see an actual cardiologist in Shelton, or hopefully somewhere close. It's in the community, might even be Olympia. And then I'll go there, talk with them, and then if they feel a cardiac stress test is what we need to do, then we'll do a cardiac stress test. But I'm going to have to be paying attention to the phone, which means somehow I'm going to have to get more phone cord, because when my housemate's dog got tangled in my phone cord that goes out my window and then down and into the cat door so that I have a phone, she got tangled up in it, snapped at it, now my phone doesn't work. It's been that way for about a month, so joy. But I just have to make sure to listen, because we do have an answering machine so that I can listen and then return phone calls. Because I need to get that done. Especially since last night I was just sitting here around 6 or 7 o'clock. Didn't go walkies, but I did some walkies while I was at my appointment. I had to go from the parking lot to the building. I took the stairs inside the building. I tried to walk to this other place. Oof, a heart. Yay. Yeah, because last night I was just sitting here and it went into a whole pocket of arrhythmias, and it was just like, come on, heart, let's start beating normally here. Oh boy, because both my atria were just boop, 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 and it just feels like fluttering butterflies in here. Joy on that. But they had a canteen on the VA hospital campus, and but by canteen, they had a food area, but it was largely you go in and you buy stuff. You can buy electronics, garbage food, clothing. They had a glasses thing, but what they did is they closed that down and they moved it into the bottom floor of one of the buildings that was already there. So they just remodeled the bottom floor. But that means that everything that used to be in one big box of a room, aside from things like the barbershop, which was in its own smaller area, now has its own individual room, because these are like office buildings. So it's a big hallway, and you walk through the hallways, and instead of offices, it's like, oh, this is the electronics department. This is the opticians department. And I walked into there and it was like, I hate that so much. Because there's no markers or guides. You walk into chaos and it's hard to figure anything out, and there's no one there to help. And it's just like, looked at all that and went, you don't want my money. turned around and left because screw that. Ugh. So, yay. But still, aside from the fact that I don't have the answer on the cardiac stuff yet, everything seems to be looking really, really good. Because it sounded good. We did a baseline EKG. I've had EKGs done before. That's easy. You know, they just put the stickers on you, put up leads, and then they check the electrical condition of your heart. And that was fine. Did that great. Looked good. I got a flu shot. I'm a big believer in vaccinations of all kinds. I had both of my children vaccinated for the HPV virus as well. Well, of course, the HP virus, HPV vaccinations. I had all of them, you know, their vaccinations when they were kids. I've had vaccinations. I get flu shots every year. I've had a pneumonia shot. I make sure I get my tetanus shots. Good golly, Miss Molly. Vaccinations are awesome. I mean, sure, you may feel kind of nasty on some of them, which I'm actually feeling really good considering. I usually have a mild reaction because they take the virus, smash it into chunks, and then inject it into your body so that your body goes, oh, invader, invader, and then builds antibodies to the chunks because that's how they build antibodies. They check the membranes and then build defenses and ways to attack from that. So they give you dead viruses, you got the defenses, the real virus comes in, they just crush it and kill it. But I don't feel a thing this time. Even my arm doesn't feel that sore. So either my immune system is getting better, or maybe it's just a better shot that way? I don't know. I also did ask because I used to have to take testosterone shots. And I've been afraid because I haven't taken any testosterone shots in some time. And they said though that they are really discontinuing that sort of thing because of the adverse reactions as you get older. Now, she did say that there are 2 reasons that your testosterone can be absolutely 0 like mine was. Number 1, your weight. And I was between 240 and 280 during my marriage with my wife. And after she died, I was at 325. Well, I'm at 192 now. So there's a lot less weight influencing my body, so that alone is supposed to be helping to pump up my testosterone. My nose is itchy, and I don't know why, because there's not like any hairs inside that can come flying out. I hope. I mean, yeah, I can't see inside my nose, so maybe there are. Thumbs up. And opiates also depress various things going on with your pituitary gland. Your pituitary gland tells the other glands in your body to make testosterone. And when you're telling, like, opiates, your testosterone levels drop. Now, I was having issues with my testosterone beforehand. Because before I got married, I was starting to get cellulitis a lot. But I was heavy. It's only after I injured myself that I was heavy and on opiates. And during that time when I was married to my wife were some of the worst times that I was in the hospital fighting for my life on heavy-duty IV antibiotics. So now that I'm thinner and not on opiates anymore, my testosterone might be coming back to normal. Hey, what do you say? I mean, when I take the shots, you know, my beard gets darker, my hair gets a little bit darker, the hair on my body gets a little bit darker, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's at normal levels. It could be above. Who knows what's going on? I sure don't. Still, though, it's nice to have a moderate, clean bill of health given to me just on that check. So, good thing. I just have to have the cardiac stress test done. If they decide that that's a good thing, I'm going to push for it, because especially after last night, just sitting here and my atria fluttering like butterflies up there, it was like, oh boy, I was really scared for a little while. But, like always, because it happens, not a lot. Maybe once a month. when it gets that bad. So, still though, I did not, like I said, did not go walkies, but one thing I have done is I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community. On my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people, if there are that many. Once again, not many comments, but if there are 20 to 25, I will thank all 20 to 25 of you for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up, answer as many as I can. For right now, just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Thumbs up and thank you. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And in case you haven't seen the way I will momentarily lose my trail, my memory is getting so much better, though it's not perfect, anywhere close. I count in American Sign Language, and I still get lost because of my fibro, brain damage from alcoholism, depression, and more. So, joy on that. But let me call it my Chrome. We have Wellington Silva, thumbs up and thank you. Acer HD Gaming, greatly appreciated. Tumbling MSP, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Excuse me. Kale Hebert, greatly appreciated. And Nicholas Philippe, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Michael Punzalin, thumbs up and thank you. Centipede Guts, heck of a name. Christian Andrews, well, thumbs up for Centipede Guts and thumbs up for Christian Andrews. And Colin Reisenauer, thank you. AJ Manx, greatly appreciated. And then we have Russian Timing, and thank you very, very much. El Peluca, thumbs up and thank you. First name, last name, greatly appreciated. We have Conspo Lopez, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Pagan Min, thumbs up. And then we have Michael Jackson, greatly appreciated. Bailey Snyder, good to hear from you in the comments, thumbs up and thank you. Daniel Marchese, thumbs up and thank you. Louis Medina, greatly appreciated. Then we have RJ Mitchell, greatly appreciated. Jerry, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Jess Millie, thumbs up and thank you all, greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. With my social anxieties, any interaction with people is a very, very good thing. I keep trying to push forward. I don't feel like I'm pushing forward with my recovery fast enough, but I gotta remember, any progress is a win. Any not losing progress is a win. Don't push myself. That's just setting myself up for failure. And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you wanted to help support me, but you didn't want to donate to one of those two things, I have a PayPal link down below that you could donate to. That would be cool. And I have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to help support me in that fashion. It has cat food, hamster food, silly things, not silly things. So if you could check that out, it'd be very awesome. Now, don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now into the literal end of time. The literal end of time. When all matter is evaporated, no protons, no neutrons, nothing. There's nothing left. Then, and only then, will we dissolve the subscriber list. Did I save that? Probably not. Well, anyway, I have this video. I've got another video. I got another video coming up because I'm back to doing 3 videos daily. Thumbs up. Excuse me. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.